This session we will be moving on to find the sum of the nth term of an AP. Sum of nth term of a given arithmetic progression. The formula for the same is given by Sn, that is the sum of the number of terms given, is equal to n by 2 a plus a n. Might come across this formula or as well as another one which says n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d. Though both of them make the same understanding, if I replace an with the formula we know an as a plus n minus 1d. Once I replace and then I add it with a, I'll get a 2a plus n minus 1d. So this can be somewhere be substituted, or maybe this. The first formula can be used when you know the nth term, and the second when you don't know the same. There is one more which you need to know as well, that the sum when the second thing which you need to know is what happens when you know the last term of the given AP. If you know the first term as well as you know the last term of the given AP, you can also use the formula a plus L. All this L can be the nth term or the last term. I also would like to give you some more formula which when we take up questions might just come in handy. Any an can be calculated as the sum of the nth term minus sum of n minus 1 terms as well. For example, I have to find, suppose, the 20th term when Sn is given. In such case, suppose A20 can be calculated even by using the formula S20 minus S19. That means sum of the first 20 terms minus the sum of the first 19 terms will give you the 20th term. Similarly, if you need to find out the 25th term, sum of the first 25 terms minus sum of the first 24 terms will give you the 25th term of the AP. Now, based on this information, as well as assuming that you know details about the an formula, we will be taking up few questions. The first one I take up is, let me just write down the question first. Find the sum of first n odd natural numbers. Okay, let us try to make a series of these the numbers which are odd natural numbers. Our odd natural numbers begins with 1, 3, 5 and 7 and so on. That means we have to find the sum of all these numbers. Let us first see if we have prepared the right AP or not. So the D, A2 minus A1, that is 3 minus 1 gives you 2. A3 minus A2 gives you 2. So rightly we have made a AP. Now we learned how to find out the sum of this AP. Our formula for Sn is n by 2. I'll be using the formula 2a plus n minus 1t because I don't know the last term. I will then not be using the a plus l formula. I don't know what is n, so let n be as it is. The first term is a, which is 1 here. So 2 into 1 is 2. Let n be as it is, and d we have calculated to be 2. Let me open the bracket as well. So I am getting 2 plus 2n minus 2. This 2 gives you a 0, and then I'm left with n multiplied to 2n by 2. Again 2 gets cancelled. I'm getting a n square. So the sum of the first n odd numbers will be n square. We take a further different type of an example to make ourselves acquainted with this more, the formula of sum of the n natural numbers. Let me just again write the question. If the sum of the first 14 terms of an AP is 1050 and its first term is 10, find the 20th term. This will include actually application of both the SN formula as well as the AN formula. Okay, let me just start. It is given that the sum of the first 14 term of an AP is 10. That means S14 is 1050. Let us derive the information already given. The first term is 10. A is given to be 10. We have to find the 20th term, so we have to find A20. The A20 formula is A plus n minus 1 D. We don't have D, so let us try using the first information to find the D here. So SN formula is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Sn is given to be S14, so which is replaced by 1050. Okay, I forgot to write. N is given to be 14, so I'll replace n with a 14 here. A as is given as 10, so 2a becomes 20 plus n minus 1, that is 14 minus 1 gives you 13, and then there is a d which we are actually calculating. Now 14 upon 2 gives you a 7, so I'm left with 1050 into 7 into 20 gives you 140 plus 13 into 7 is 91d. 1050 minus 140 is 91d. So d can be taken equal to 910 upon 91, that is 10. So we have got our 10, we have our information on what is A. We have to find the 20th term, so which is A20. So we start calculating here as A20 should be equal to A is given as 10 plus n, where is our n going, n to be 20 minus 1, and then I calculated d to be 10. So I'm getting A plus 20 minus 1 is 19. 19 into 10 is 120. So I'm getting A20 as 200. Hope I've made myself clear with the question. Now we can take up another one, though a different type again. Okay, let me again put up the question. How many terms of the AP 24, 21, 18 must be taken so that their sum is 78. We have to find then n here. The question says the AP is 24, 21, 18. Oh god, it's a bit thick. Let me use a smaller, thinner liner to use. How many of these terms of this AP should be taken to give a sum of 78? That means they are questioning about how to find the number of terms in taken. A is given to be 24. D, you can see, as because it already informed to be an AP, just one calculation will be enough. A2 minus A1 is minus 3. So D is minus 3. Sn is informed to be 78. We have to find an n. Sn, again we use the same formula. 2a plus n minus 1d. 78 equals n by 2. 2a, so 2 into 24 gives you 48 plus n we don't know, so we'll replace d with minus 3 as we have calculated it here. So 78 is equal to n by 2. It is 48 minus 3n plus 3. I just keep on calculating. Let me just move the board a bit so that I need to make some space. Now what is 78 into 2? 78 into 2 gives you 156. N. 48 and 51 gives, 48 plus 3 gives you 51 minus 3n. So 156 is equal to 51n. When I remove the bracket, I am getting 3n square. So I carry all this to the left, so I'll get the equation 3n square minus 5n, minus 51n plus 156 is equal to 0. I can reduce the whole equation by dividing it by 3, so that will give me n square minus this will give me 17n, and if I divide 156 by 3, I'll get a 52. Now we'll simply have to solve this quadratic equation to find the values of n. I think n square minus 13n minus 4n plus 52 is 0, so n is n minus 13. If I take a minus 4 here, I'm left with another minus 13. That's equal 0. So n minus 13 and n minus 4. So n can either be 13 or n can be 4. We had to calculate how many terms of this AP can be taken so that their sum is 78. So your answers will be either 13 or 4. Thank you.